Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, Executive Editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with a little update and review of my Michael Gielen 10 Best Recordings video. And I'm going to give away one of the secrets. It's okay. It's definitely all right. So I did that big talk on the Michael Gielen edition, and I talked about how fabulous he is at doing sort of that wonderful fin de siècle decadent school. And one of the pieces that I mentioned was Zemlinsky's Lyrische Symphonie, the Lyric Symphony, which is a Das Lied von der Erde knockoff, but a very, very good one. I talked about it actually in the discussion in the sequels discussion after Das Lied von der Erde, because Zemlinsky frankly admitted, he said, I've written something along the lines of Das Lied von der Erde, and Alban Berg took a tune from it and put it in his lyric suite for a string quartet and string orchestra. It was actually kind of a pivotal work in its way, and a lovely work. It's a masterpiece in its own way, even if it is somewhat derivative. It doesn't really sound like Das Lied von der Erde, but it's so much fun. It has alternating songs for soprano and baritone, and it does all the things that Das Lied von der Erde does, only Zemlinsky-like. It's beautiful, and it's luscious, and it's decadent, and it's full of fin de siècle longing for far-off things, and all of that sort of frustration and yearning stuff that they did so well at the turn of the century. Now, Michael Gielen, as I said, is a master at that kind of repertoire, but his recording of it was on Arte Nova with the SWF Symphony Orchestra, at least his first one. And here's another one. It just came out on Orfeo. Yes, hooray. It's with the ORF Vienna Radio Symphony Orchestra, which is quite good, with soprano Karen Armstrong and baritone Roland Herman. These are both excellent singers. What's the actual date of this sucker? Let me just see when it was. Let me see if they tell us. I didn't even look. I was so excited to listen to it. I didn't even bother checking. Here we are. 1989 for the first bit, and 1993 for the last bit. And the last bit is also a Michael Gielen classic, which he has recorded more than once. Schreker, the Prelude to a Drama, which it's a fabulous, unbelievable masterpiece of totally sensual, late romantic extravagance. It's incredible. It became the overture, as I pointed out, to the prelude to Schreker's Die Gezeichneten. But then he expanded it into like this tone poem that he just called Prelude to a Drama. Oh, it's amazing. And to have these two things together on one well-recorded production from the 80s and 90s. Oh, aren't we lucky? We are very, very, very lucky. Now, Gielen's approach to this music, I have to say, the Lyric Symphony has been recorded quite a few times. So is the Schreker by now. It used to be that it was like an amazing novelty, but now it's like, you can get them all over the place. It's kind of amazing, isn't it? And, you should be able to, because it's that good. The music is great, so I'm not complaining, mind you. But a lot of major people have done the Lyric Symphony. Chailly did it, for example. Lauren Mazel did it with Berlin. I have a very, very sort of, let's just say, conflicted view of the whole thing. There's one on, I think Ashkenazi did one on Superfon, or somebody did one on Superfon. There's a bunch of them. Eschenbach did one. There's lots of lyric symphonies. And Gielen's conception of the piece is actually rather sharp-edged, as suits his sensibility, and somewhat modern, and I like it. It's rhythmic and it's lean. It doesn't wallow anywhere. It doesn't just, sort of disintegrate into a puddle of Sehnsucht, as they would say auf Deutsch. Puddles of Sehnsucht are not good in this music, and Gielen avoids the Sehnsucht puddle trap, let's call it. And the singing is really fine, and I love his approach to this. The other thing about this piece, and the reason I'm happy this is here, is because it doesn't last in the catalog long. It's not known very well. So while all these people have done it, remember, Chailly did a whole Zemlinsky edition. James Conlon did a whole Zemlinsky edition on EMI. But it all just disappears. It goes out of print immediately. And then you can't find it. And then what's the point? You recommend it, you listen to it, you like it, and it's gone. And it's aggravating. It pisses everybody off. So at least with this, maybe it'll stick around a little longer, or at least every so often new ones come out long enough so you could actually get the bloody thing and listen to it. So I just wanted you to know that Michael Gielen has redone the Lyrische Symphony. I don't think that was intentional. He was a live performance. It was for radio. I mean, that's it. And the Schreker, Prelude to a Drama. What a great coupling. Oh my goodness, this is fun. It really is, especially if you're into that period, that at that turn of the 20th century, late romantic, decadent, fun and games period. Here it is. Get one. Have some fun. Enjoy yourself. Keep on listening, friends. Take care.